The Hollow Beneath the Festival, June 12, 2025, Grafton, West Virginia. The air in Grafton was thick with anticipation, the kind that clung to your skin like damp fog. The town, nestled in the crook of the Tygart River, buzzed with preparations for the second annual Grafton Monster Festival. Banners fluttered from lampposts, their garish colors proclaiming a celebration of the town's infamous cryptida, hulking, headless creature, first sighted in 1964 by a journalist named Robert Cottrell. The legend had grown over the decades, sprouting tendrils of myth that wrapped around the town's identity. To some, it was a quirky piece of folklore. To others, a shadow that lingered in the dense forests beyond the city limits. Elliot Harper, a 29-year-old freelance writer with a penchant for the paranormal, arrived in Grafton under a sky bruised with storm clouds. He'd been chasing stories of the unexplained since college, his blog Whispers from the Void amassing a modest but dedicated following. The Grafton Monster intrigued him not because of its fame, but because of its ambiguity. Unlike or Bigfoot, the Grafton Monster was a cipher, a shapeless terror with no clear motive or form. No head, no eyes, just a mass of grey, seal-like flesh that moved with unnatural purpose. Elliot's readers had been clamoring for a deep dive into the creature, and the festival seemed like the perfect opportunity to dig deeper. He checked into a small bed and breakfast on Main Street, a creaky Victorian with peeling paint and a proprietress named Mrs. Callahan who smelled of lavender and suspicion. "You here for the festival?" she asked, her eyes narrowing as she handed him a key. "Something like that," Elliot replied, offering a polite smile. "I'm writing about the monster." Her lips pursed. "Mind yourself out there. Some things are better left alone." Elliot nodded, dismissing her warning as small-town superstition. He'd heard similar cautions before, old-timers guarding their local legends like heirlooms. But as he unpacked his recorder, laptop, and a dog-eared copy of Monsters of West Virginia, a faint unease settled in his chest. The room felt too quiet, the kind of quiet that amplifies every creak and whisper. That evening, he wandered downtown to get a feel for the festival's prelude. The streets were alive with vendors setting up booths, their tables laden with cryptid-themed trinkets, t-shirts emblazoned with graffiti, plush toys of a faceless grey blob, and 3D printed statues of the monster's hulking form. A local band tuned their instruments on a makeshift stage, their twanging notes mingling with the chatter of early arrivals. The air smelled of fried dough and anticipation, but beneath it all, Elliot caught a whiff of something sour, like damp earth. After a flood,